If midterms are not particularly good and there's risk at 28 in 2028, and if we go back to a Democrat socialist president in 28, I think you could see $1 million Bitcoin by 2032. That's my estimate, 6 years.
The game changer came roughly a year and a half ago when regulators gave the green light to Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. These ETFs, like BlackRock's iBIT, allow anyone with a brokerage account to buy and sell Bitcoin seamlessly, just like they would Apple or Microsoft stock. Please take a little time to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. You can also check out our other videos on cryptocurrencies and the overall digital asset space, and drop your comments and observations in the comment section below. Everything you do helps with the YouTube algorithm and immensely contributes to the channel's growth. Thanks, and enjoy the video.
All things remaining equal, I just don't think all things will remain equal. I think the bid in Bitcoin will continue. Here's why, Patrick. For the vast majority, I've been trading cryptocurrency since around 2015 or so. For the vast majority of that time, up until
what's the lowest you ever bought a Bitcoin?
$12,000.
Nice. $12,000.
$12,000. Yeah. But I've also sold $17,000 Bitcoins, which I'm not so thrilled about. But what I will tell you though, up until about 2 years, maybe even a year and a half ago, you were only able to buy Bitcoin. It was very hard. It was hard. You have the Coinbase account or Robinhood or one of the others, and it gets convoluted. You need this long, your wallet ID. You lose your wallet. There's a famous story of a guy who had $10 billion value today in a Bitcoin on a laptop. He threw it away in the garbage, and he's suing the town to get access to the garbage and the dump, and they won't give it to him because
he's willing to spend $50 million to dig up the dump.
And they won't do it probably because they want the $10 billion in Bitcoin. My point is,
thanks for letting us know it's in there.
About a year and a half ago, they got the regulatory approval to turn Bitcoin and cryptos into ETFs, exchange traded funds. I'm a heavy investor in iBIT. That's BlackRock's Bitcoin fund. It trades penny for penny with the actual Bitcoin price because they're so massive. They're huge, and they just have to have the same amount of risk on it, own the Bitcoin versus what they have risk with me. So it tracks it perfectly, but it allows anyone with a stock account to start trading cryptocurrencies and not have to worry about, am I going to get hacked with, I can't tell you how many times some fake Coinbase hacker has tried to hit me up saying, oh, thank you for your blah, blah, blah of Coinbase. And I'm like, no, I didn't give you anything from Coinbase, and they just try and hook
If you didn't do this, click here.
Right, yeah, or call us now, and it's always an Indian call center somewhere, right? But now you can do it with a legitimate stockbroker, any stock house. You do it yourself with Schwab, and you're trading Bitcoin and others. Ethereum has them as well. I think that liquidity, that money pool going in, will continue to drive Bitcoin up. I would say, rather than, again, the way to trade these things, I think Mark Cuban said it best. Take 2% of your net worth, something that you're not going to miss, God forbid it all goes south, buy Bitcoin, buy crypto, and just put it away. Don't even look at it. Don't look at it day to day. Don't look at the price. And I believe over time, I think you will see $1 million Bitcoin eventually.
How long do you think?
Pat, it depends.
Give me short term, give me long term.
So if the market stays good, maybe 10 years. If the market gets really bad, like if things start to get hairy, you'll know when the market is turning when there's a really good news story about a stock, Apple, Nvidia, somewhere, and it goes up a little bit and then it crashes afterwards. That means good news, bad action. That's the time where the market inflection happens. We've had a massive run up in the markets. It's due for correction. I think if the market does start to turn south, the stories will follow the market. They always do, from euphoria all the way up. On the way down, it's horrible. When that happens, I think you could see $1 million Bitcoin in 3 to 5 years.
In 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Tom, your thoughts?
I'm with that, and I'll give it to you right here. If midterms are not particularly good, and there's risk at 28 in 2028, and if we go back to a Democrat socialist president in 28, I think you could see $1 million Bitcoin by 2032. That's my estimate, 6 years.
Brandon.
Estimate or just consensus? I'm not going to lie. So I definitely see the future for crypto. I see the use cases for it. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what replaces the SWIFT system, because it's a really antiquated way that we trade money from country to country or person to person. So that needs to be replaced. But I can't help but be a little bit creeped out about Bitcoin because of the fact that we've never seen the creator of it before, and the creator's name literally means central intelligence. Satoshi Nakamoto means central intelligence, so that's a little bit weird. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but I think the fact that BlackRock and everybody is adopting it shows that it could be legitimate. I think central banks will start putting on their reserves. And when that happens, then it'll be just like similar to cash. But I wonder what the winner is going to be in terms of like what's used for the global payment system. So whatever technology is best.
It may be none of that. You know, it may not be a payment system. It may be just an asset to hold. I mean, literally, you can't
store value.
Lop off a corner of that gold bar and go buy a cup of coffee. It could be. It could be that every company, every country and every company will need a Bitcoin treasury, will need to just have it in their treasury somewhere. That's a massive amount of buying. The way every company, if you're not starting the AI program right now, you're way behind. You're going to be left behind.
Yeah, I do think we should do a gold standard type of thing with an asset that is able to grow, like faster than gold is able to grow. So like to restrain our money supply in some way. Like I get the reason for getting off the gold standard, but I think Bitcoin or something like that can serve as a way to somewhat restrain or keep the money supply under control.
Yeah. So then the question becomes, do you think SWIFT eventually is going to get replaced?
It has to.
What do you think, Tom?
Yeah.
So we're yes, I do. A lot of things are evolving. You know, and they're being replaced by, modern systems. I mean, you look, I think we're on the 2-year anniversary of LIBOR went away and we replaced it with SOFR. So there's a lot of things that just naturally evolving in the financial services industry, and SWIFT is was one transport system, and thanks to blockchain and other things you can put together, you're going to have different transfer systems. I mean, look at right now. It's very, very interesting.
Blockchain technology, led by networks like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple, XRP, offers an entirely new framework. These systems can move value instantly, across borders, 24/7 with full transparency.
ACH is younger than Wire, right? Yet Wire is still faster. Mm-hmm. So sometimes modern things get in their own way.
What a great point, Tom. What a great point. ACH is younger than Wire, yet Wire is faster. So you're saying
with 10 warnings on it. When you click here, the other bank's going to get it. Be sure it's a bank.
Yeah, but you got guys. You hear Ripple, XRP, SWIFT, what that could do, and you saw how much money was put into Ripple just in the last couple of days. Record breaking for them as well, XRP. So what is your thoughts with that?
Yeah, I think that SWIFT is a very antiquated system, and it's funny how it's actually like a messaging device where you say, hey, we're sending you over X amount of money, like, okay, then the bank adjusts accordingly. So it doesn't actually send money as far as I understand it. But all the stats I've seen on how fast Ripple could do it, or any of the others that are competitors for that, they could do it much faster, much more cheaply. And that's really the pain point of replacing that system, is because you can't send money, a large amount of money, to somebody in another place in the world instantly right now.
You're not alone. A lot of
Patrick, very quickly, very liquid trading as well, right? So you have the tight bid and offer. You want to move size, you can move size with tight bids and offer. That the ETF is a great way to trade.
Fantastic. Rob ran a poll. Rob, can you pull up that poll? I actually like that poll that you ran. If you had $100,000 to invest, where are you going to put your money? Is it going to be gold and precious metals, crypto, or stock market? Look what people said. Very interesting. Zoom in, Rob. 5,500 people voted. Gold and other precious metals, 38%.
Did you see what Jeff
Crypto,
Gunlock's?
26. Stock market, 23. Huh. Interesting how the audience voted.
I kind of agree, because you see what Jeff Gunlock said the other day. He said 25% of your portfolio in gold is not unreasonable right now.
25% in gold today is not unreasonable.
Incredible.
Yeah.
The amount of the trillions in our portfolio.
By the way, but you have to tell who Jeff Gunlock is.
Yeah, he's
the
a heavy
bond
hitter.
king. But he's a bond guy.
Don't buy stock.
So meaning you have to know who he is and where he's coming from. He's a $1.6 billion. We've had him on by Tim before with Daniel DeMartino Booth. We did that interview, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
Throw something in here real quick. You mentioned the bond guys,
Sure.
right? Another win in the sales to these alternate assets, gold, crypto, even oil for that matter, is interest rates. There's a push to reduce interest rates. That frees up a lot of risk capital, and they won't flow into NVIDIA at $4.5 trillion. I don't even know what the valuation is. I'm guessing it's going to go towards gold in crypto. That's where it's the hype right now. It's the feel good, and it's bailing everyone out. You buy it, it goes down, just hold, wait for a while. I'm not suggesting you buy it, be blindly hold it, but I do think there's really good upside to crypto and gold.
Well,
Bitcoin started as a niche experiment, an idea born out of the 2008 financial crisis. Today, it's evolving into a global macro asset, sitting at the intersection of technology, politics, and monetary policy.